up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Boy, what's up? It's your boy, Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Start by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, y'all hold on for a second real quick. All right, having said that, I knew something was off. Damn, bring it up. You know how you go to sleep and you wake up all of a sudden and you say, man, I'm supposed to be doing something. That's what happened to me today. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's... It's another day. What up, Steve? You there, Steve?
I'm sorry, bro. I had it on mute.
It's all good. It's all good. What's going on?
Nothing. Sitting back, relaxing, looking forward to Melanin and Marriage.
Melanin and Marriage.
You know,
I think they did it on purpose, man. 3 syllables apiece. Melanin, marriage. Well, marriage is actually 2. But, you know, for those of us that live in a Neanderthal state and don't know everything that we're supposed to be saying and the way it's supposed to be said, marriage. I get it. I know Dr. Marie over there laughing, and, you know, Brother Anthony just cool. I mean, he just, Brother Banks be sitting back, he just be chilling. He be, yeah, man.
You know they looking to laugh at me, so, you know. I want to see how they gonna try to do me today.
Hey man, he got you. He ain't gonna mess with you today. He gonna be all right. We're positive. It's all positive.
No, I enjoy it, man. I love it. That's why I was making sure. I actually got a little company at the house, and they was like, "Don't you gotta go to work?"
Yeah, man. Tell them that you work at Dope Living TV, man. The #1 talk show ever. Well, I ain't gonna say that. We'll never do that. We'll never say that we're #1. We let our work speak for itself. You know what I mean? Right. Because we are, you know, and even though you ain't got the you don't have the
it's coming.
Certificate. I'm gonna get you one, man. I'm gonna get you
it's
one.
coming.
I know it's coming, man. We are members of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame, though, man. We wear that badge proudly. The National Black Radio Hall of Fame. You know, it's not easy to get into that either, okay? But it's just your body of work. It's what you do and how people appreciate what you do, man. So that's what we do. That's who we are. We on positivity today. And who, like yesterday, we had Marcus Jeter on, man. Gave us some gems, man. Just straight gems yesterday.
Hey, and Marcus was laying it out, man.
Man. That's why, you know, he gonna come back. You know, whenever we feeling some kind of way, Marcus, if you're watching, whenever we feel some kind of way, just tap on the glass, man, and say, Greg, let me come on and help you guys out. All right, we're gonna be there. All right.
He has a great calm spirit.
Today, man, we blessed to have some more calm spirits, you know, and these guys, man, they have a magazine called Melanin and Marriage. They got a podcast. I say it all the time, all right? 1/3 of the people that come on with us, they won't be here today. I don't think. Again, they have a Bible study today, and it's a good thing that we had a little schedule conflict because wouldn't have had them yesterday either, man. Because they were at Bible study, you know. bunch of good people, man. I just love it when the good people come through and just chill with us, man. It's all good. But anyway, we got some questions for him, man. We're gonna get these relationships right before the holiday, because Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
And you want to make sure that you have your people, your significant other, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your people together. Everybody's on that same great vibe, okay? You know, we gotta go. We gotta get back to this. We got to get back to that relationship roundtable. You missed it. Mo missed it too, but missed it when we had that relationship roundtable, man. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing with the D Stark show. See that date, January 27, 2024. We got to do it again before January 27th. All right, so let's make it happen, y'all.
I'll do it again.
Itty way. Amber Penn says happy holidays. Felice says happy holidays. Man, it's just happy holidays all over the place.
Felice.
Mo, I did one of them wake ups real quick, man. It was 10 minutes to 7, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something. Then I'm like, the show. Anyway. And everything was just
what we've been doing for the last 5 years, 6 years.
For the last 5 years, 6 years, whatever, man. But we good. But today, again, man, we got some great people on the game. Everybody say what's up to Dr. Marie.
Good evening. How y'all doing?
All right. How you doing, Dr. Marie?
Great. Another day above ground. I'm good.
All right.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. See, positivity, y'all. Brother Banks, what up, bro?
How y'all doing this evening?
Hey, Brother Banks.
What's going on,
I'm feeling left out without my hat game. Y'all out here rocking.
Well, man, you know, I always wear hats. I couldn't do anything with my hair, so I always do that. And then Steve dips out. Look at that, man. But hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you guys again, man. We love having you guys on so that we can, you know, we do the relationship roundtable every Monday, but when we do it, you know, I mean, some of the luster gets taken off of it from some of my comments, especially. I ain't gonna lie. All right. And so it's good to have some people that we consider people that can give us some good answers, some good, I'll say some Bible scripted answers, some real life answers. And Felice,
real life
I know, real life. Felice, we watching. Okay, I know you watching, Felice. Look, these people here, they are my guests, and they cool people, and they gonna give us some answers to some questions. And I got some things that I want to ask. So let's get started. Let's do it. Okay, let me put this here right here, man. So let me ask you guys real quick. This is simple. Is love really blind?
Ooh.
That's deep.
I
like that question though. You coming out the gate with a good one. It can be blinding. Love is not blind, but sometimes as a human being, we are emotional. We become attached, and sometimes we're so deep in that love, lust, or whatever it is that we become blinded by simple things that, you know, to the outsider they can see clear as day, but because we are in love and in lust, we sometimes are blinded. So I would say it can be if you allow it to be.
Yeah.
What about you, Bang?
Yeah, I kind of echo that. You know, love can be a little bit blinding. I would say intentional blinding. You know, we tend to lose sight of those red flags, those yield signs that say, you know what, we're walking into something that's not necessarily looking one way. And love can make you not want to hurt people's feelings. So you kind of deny saying certain things in relationships that ordinarily you would speak the truth about. And so it's a little blinding in that respects, in that regards, that you kind of guard people's emotions and feelings.
Okay. You got that, Mo?
I got it.
So, I got it. In keeping in the line somewhat of that, okay, if love is blind, okay, do opposites attract?
Absolutely. A lot of us are not with the person or the type of person that we dreamed as kids we would be with. So
Yeah.
sometimes life takes its course and you end up, being blessed with someone else you would not ordinarily be attracted to or come across. The universe is crazy. God is amazing and he does amazing things. So if he puts something in your path and something sparks, let it flow.
Let it flow. What about you, brother Ben?
I think it's necessary to have an opposite. Just like the old scientific experiment, put two like magnets together, they repel.
Right.
And I think it's necessary to have, opposite opinions, opposite ways of doing things, and just kind of the difference. And just to kind of throw it in, the Bible creates balance. And so in order to have balance, you got to have the opposing force.
That's right.
That creates that atmosphere.
The yin and the yang. Good, bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it, Mo. Yin and yang.
Y'all better help me out because I'm single.
Ain't on fire today.
What's wrong, Greg?
Well, the opposite of single is marriage.
Yeah.
So you gotta have,
but
you gotta have a starting
You
point.
can fix that real quick. It's the staying part.
Bro,
it's the staying part.
Bang, that's a huge boomerang for me, man. I mean, it's like that's somebody else gonna have to help me throw that boomerang and make it come back around. But I'm glad, it's good that you guys can be a testament to the fact that marriage works. Marriage is good. Okay, we don't get it right the first time every time. Okay, sometimes, all right, because I've been married twice. I'm a 2-time loser on that. But it's refreshing to know that it can be done. I might try the 3rd time, but I'm telling you, it's gonna have to be some nutty professor, some kind of look, Mo. Mo, they gonna have to go through.
Daggone. I told him a long time ago. I said, the right one come across, all this silliness gonna stop.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That person.
You said talk about love is blind. All that silliness quits quick.
Like you're gonna be listening to some Silk Mo B. He gonna put some Silk on, some New Edition.
But until
you're gonna be going away.
Right. I would actually say that you were a 2-time winner, not a 2-time loser.
Right.
Marriage, absolutely.
Marriage is actually a good. It's a good union. It's a feel good relationship, and you wouldn't have entered into it. You wouldn't even have put in the time and effort into even proposing to someone that you was feeling like it's going to be a losing situation or a losing battle. No one goes into that situation and say, I want to lose. You go in with the winning feeling. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, life happens and scenario happens, and when you have two individuals that are not clicking on the same page or walking in the same footsteps, you know what I'm saying, you kind of lose sight. But life, you can take it as a life experience and not repeat certain things, that didn't work in one relationship, and use it as a lesson.
Right.
You thinking the wrong thing, Greg. I know what you think. You're talking about. I didn't use that position in that, or I will try to do the other one. See, I know what you think. I know what you think. Look. I know my brother.
Right now, I'm ready to.
Said, I know exactly what he was thinking.
Right now, I'm ready to I'm ready to grab my keyboard. I'm Stevie Wonder up in this fight, man. I'm blind, okay. But I digress. But that's good. That's good advice, guys. Okay, I'm playing, but I'm serious. I'm playing, but I'm serious. But anyway, let me ask you guys this: if you could change one thing about how you love your partner, what would it be? If there is something, and if you could, why?
I don't know. I think the biggest thing to me is more time. I spend a lot of time with my wife, I think, anyway. But when I say more time, I mean more, more quality time. We spend quality time together, but just a lot more of it. I wouldn't mind that at all. That's something I would change. And it's not something that I couldn't change. It's got to be a mutual thing. It's got to be both of us.
Right,
both
right.
of us dead guilty on that one, you know.
Okay.
I'm kind of going to echo that. Time creates, quality experiences and memories. And a lot of times I don't. So I have insomnia, from my years of being in the military, strange hours and strange countries, and it's just something that became a part of my DNA. Wow. So I don't always have the luxury of spending the night with my wife. And that's something that I really would like to tap into, you know what I'm saying? More so. And they say counsel the counselor, I get counseled also.
No.
And not add to it, for me, there's nothing I would change about my spouse because I accept him for who and what he is and how he is. I choose to, be in alignment versus forcing compatibility. So we have to meet people where they are. We can't always want to change them or ourselves or things about it. You have to choose to make it better. And when you're aligned and you communicate, that's when, you lose that thought of wanting to change someone. But, we can always make the time. We allow ourselves to be, in my mind, we allow ourselves to be busy. And I'm a victim of it and probably the suspect as well, because I do a lot of things outside of work. And, sometimes we are a creature of habit. We need to fix our own errors. So I never look at it like, oh, I want to change this about me or him. I just, I think we are where we are. And we just have to choose to align with one another and make the time, provide the communication, work together, and compromise when we need to.
I agree. Dr. Marie, you got a lot of hats, don't you?
I love hats.
I see.
Yeah, the hat game is on point.
Hey, listen.
I noticed the colors change up, man, and but the smile stays the same. I wish I had a beautiful smile like y'all, man. I'm working on it right now, though, okay? And the only reason my grill messed up right now because I had a car accident, wires, jaw wired, and all this stuff, but it's coming. Then I'm gonna be over here just like y'all. Brother Banks be smiling, man.
That doesn't make you or break
I'm gonna be on there just like. But anyway, man, that's cool. I like the fact that you guys are transparent with these questions, man, with the answers to these questions. That's the only way people are gonna learn. We have gone through things, period, and we're not ever saying we're experts, but we can show somebody through the benefit of our experience how to do it the right way, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. All right. So I'm sounding like I'm closing the show, but I'm not. We got a long way to go. Got a long way to go. So let me pick one of these questions. I wrote these questions at 3:00 this morning. Okay. So I'm serious. I'm always up. All right. So you guys spoke last week about love language. All right. One partner shows love through actions. Now another one wants the words, but both of them swear they're giving everything to their partner, but nobody feels appreciated. Why is that?
Part of the appreciation comes from deep-rooted issues that you have from your past, or even past relationships. Sometimes we tend to overthink, what we desire. We tend to try to change people midstream of relationships rather than love them for the person that you liked before you loved them.
That's right.
And so we try so hard to say, okay, now that I got them, let me fit them into my mold. Let me change them into my love language rather than experience their love language. That's what you fell in love with in the first place.
Yeah.
So why change something and try to love yourself through them?
That's good. I like that, bro, Banks. Dr. Marie?
Well, and I would just say that love language is like emotional oxygen in your relationship, right?
Ooh, yeah, that more oxygen, bro.
It truly is. So I agree with Banks. We have to get out of trying to change the person into who we want them to be and commit to who they are, because love is growth. You have to love people for who they are, but you have to want to grow with them in order for any relationship to work. And it's not all just about marriages and fiance, girlfriend. It's
Yeah.
any relationship that you're in. You have to be consistent. And a lot of times when we're like, oh, well, he doesn't do this, she doesn't, you guess what? You're so focused on what they're not doing, but what about you? So I live by the exactly that finger pointing. My mom used to say, if you point your finger at them, you got three point back. Well, guess what? The first thing when something is not right, I do a self evaluation. Like, hey, S. Marie, what did you do? What did you say? Because I'm an Aries all day. This mouth can be fire sometimes. So I have to do a self reflection, honestly, and say, hey, how did you handle that? What could you have done better? And it really helps me because then I have to analyze myself like, girl, you could have kept that to yourself. But the point is that if you love, you want to appreciate someone. You don't want to nitpick about everything. You have to choose your battles. And if you want to be consistent in your relationship, then you have to act consistently. You have to do, think, say, whatever it is, be consistent with it and stop focusing on the not and focus on what they are doing.
Man, look, they are not reading from a book with this, y'all.
No,
I mean, because sometimes people are like, okay, well, let me see. Okay, well, the Bible says, all right, hey, if you know it and you feel it, it's right here and it's right here. You already know, okay, and that's what you guys do, man. You guys are giving us these take little sips of oxygen, little bitty sips of oxygen.
It is. It is. Because it can drain you or it can enhance you. Like it truly is. It's your emotional oxygen. You love our emotions. So, that's what it is for me. That's how I like to look at it.
No, I like that. And I spoke about the two-time loser with the ex-wives, but they are my best friends right now. Well, a couple of my best friends. All right. Shout out to my best friend. All right. But we are really good with each other. We talk. We talk. I'll leave it at that. Okay, we talk.
That's what you ready to say.
I'm gonna leave.
You just keep on that. The step was getting bigger. He's digging a bigger hole. And I know so many people watching this show are going like,
hey man, I've been in the talk show game for 30-something years, and I'm taking small sips. Okay, so I know when to come in and when to go out. All right, but I gotta make it in.
Go.
So look, one of you guys like going out a lot. Have a good time when you go out. But the other person's a homebody. How do you balance that in a relationship, the fun, the space, and comfort without having resentment?
There are a couple of ways for me.
That's tough. That's real tough because, I've seen a lot of relationships go south because of that, and most of it is because they didn't talk about before, they didn't talk about, like that. He might have came home and said, baby, I want to go out with the fellas tonight, and he'd do this on the regular, but they ain't said nothing. They ain't got no understanding between each other on every night. This night, I'm going to go hang out with the fellas. Or vice versa, she go hang out with the girls. So it's just not putting that bridge on that communication, to me, most of the time.
Okay, Dr. Marie, you were saying
it can work. Sometimes you have to be creative in your relationship. It's truly like the unspoken things. So if you know that your person is outside, sometimes you can be creative. Bring some of those friends that he would ordinarily or she would hang out with, bring them there, have a game night. Just do different things to let him know her or him, you don't always have to be in the street. Like we can keep it cute and set actual date nights to where you guys are doing things together, but also doing things separately. So people still have their freedom. But if you're tired of the constant going out, create things to do at home. You can do a movie night, you can do a game night and invite people over. Just different things to keep the relationship flowing rather than focusing on we're always out in the street.
Naked Twister. Naked Twister. That's a good game to play. Go ahead, Brother Bang.
It's a good game. I don't know about the other part, but Twister's a good game.
For me, communication. I stress communication to start this because you have to express what it is that you feel when you're not receiving what you want. And so you start there. And even throughout the relationship, you have to continue to communicate, hey, this is what I used to do, this is what I like to do, and this is what we're not doing.
Right. Because you could cross a line in a relationship and not even know it when you go out.
Yes.
Because
I'm a movie guy.
Because you haven't talked. You hadn't said nothing to each other about nothing. But you going out and you never used to dance with some different girls when you went out. Now you start dancing when she show up at the club and you dancing with somebody. Totally benign. But you know better. Shoot, you get caught, you like
You have to set those boundaries early, though. I think those are things that you should talk about. Truly, if you are a homebody, you'll know if this person is or is not. So that's something that you have conversations with, early on before you jump in a sack. Like, you need to know, how is this person truly? Because again, I don't want to get onto it, but those are soul ties, because then you get connected to that person and it's hard to let go. And that's why we're like fighting and blaming and not having a cohesiveness. We have a battleground, and it's literally living inside your home.
Man.
I gotta agree. When I first got married, when me and Marianne first got married, we had some frictions and some sparks flying because of the kind of job that I did. Sometimes I wouldn't come home for 3-4 days.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm not out there slanging and jangling. I'm not doing none of that stuff.
Slanging and jangling.
My paycheck look like I've been gone for 3 or 4 days when it comes. So it's not like I went out there and I got the same paycheck. You know what I'm saying? When I'm gone, I'm gone. And we had some sparks out. And I used to say, well, baby, if you got a problem with it, jump in the truck with me. Come on.
Slanging and jangling. Brother Banks, you had a thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I'm a movie guy, and I've always been, but that's not my wife's ministry. She's not an action, person, she cringe, and I want to watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for lovey-dovey in the action movie. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
so
come on, bro.
Let's keep it real. So I go to the movie by myself. But I'll say this, we have enough that we do together that if we do things separate, I'm okay.
You're not gooey, man. You got to be gooey.
Man, look, I had a girl that I was dating at one time, man. She liked to go to the gun range. I'm like, I don't like guns. I mean, I don't like them. So all you're doing when you go into the gun range, number one, you're spending an unnecessary amount of money. You're listening to an unnecessary amount of noise. Okay, it ain't sexy to me. All right, what, man? What?
It's fun. It's fun.
What's fun about bang, 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 bang? Ooh, yes, so much fun.
All my kids and my wife. Shoot, I used to sell firearms, so I know we used to have a blast.
I'm gonna tell somebody that I don't like. Now hold him or her up and count how close I got to the heart of the head on that one. All right, that is. I don't get it though. I don't get the gun range. But needless to say, that was a short relationship because I'm like, I don't want to go to the range 3 times a week. What am I doing? What are we doing? You're not a police officer. We ain't trying to get out. We're not hunters. What are we doing?
You never know.
Huh? I was just tell them though. I mean, to be honest with you,
never know. When I walk out that door, and go someplace, and I'm going for a couple of days, I know she better be able to lay somebody out right there at the front door if it ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say. It's a protection.
If not, she make them at least skip and hop down the road anyway.
Absolutely.
I haven't done this in a long time, Mo, but I'm gonna do this just for this particular. No, not gonna happen, man. I ain't did that about 3 years.
It's definitely it's skipping and hopping and skipping.
Forget that, man. Okay, and I have to keep the curse words down because of the guests that we have on. Okay, so all right. So look, I keep it down. You know, I do that for you guys. Okay, because you guys do this for us. Normally, I say a few words, but I'm gonna keep them down because of the respect I have for you guys. Not that I don't respect everybody out there. Okay, but y'all know me. Y'all know I do. Come on now. Tasha, what's going on, Tasha? My friend Tasha. All right, let's get another question here. So,
as you can tell, my house is filling up with people over here. So, I hear my grandbabies.
I see Brother Banks is there as well. So look,
yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, I was ready to say something about that. You tell me you ain't skipping and hopping, my wife be like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing in our house?"
Right. Hey, y'all got firearms. I know I ain't creeping around in that.
Come on, bro Banks. That's why we on this side, bro Banks. That's why we on this side.
You know you got firearms. She said, "Oh no, this Negro's packing."
That's why we on this side, Brother Banks. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
We on this side. Because I don't know what they're gonna be doing.
On Moby's side. I understand. I like protection.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I spent 20 years in the Army. I fired weapons before. You know what I'm saying? It's just I ain't creeping around in nobody's house. And I know they got firearms.
Oh, trust me, my neighbors know.
Hey, I don't
on
like
the 4th of July. I mean, not 4th of July, but
I gotta announce myself.
New Year's Eve, they know. They know. Trust me, they know.
Oh, you one of those. You one of those. Let's go outside.
That's right.
For no reason whatsoever. You firing up into the heavens. Boom, 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 boom. What? For no reason.
I'm out in the woods, man. I live out in Plum Nelly.
Plum Nelly. Man, you from Gary. I don't know where you got that accent from, but that's okay. We're going somewhere else, man. Let's go here. So you got your significant other, they laughing, they texting, they vibing until you walk in. And then they flip their phone over like it's like they committed a crime or something. Okay. Is that innocent? Is it suspicious? Or is it just a habit? It's just, whatever.
What? Putting the phone
That's
away?
something you have to ask about. I mean, if you're curious, ask. Closed mouth don't get fed.
That's right.
So
but Dr. Marie, don't close it when I walk in the door. If you on the phone, keep that conversation going. Don't stop. I gotta go. Here he comes.
But okay, I hear you. But I will say this: one of my co-hosts for Melanin Marriage, G, shout out to G and the Roys, and what she says is her husband has a rule. He says that when she walks in the door, he doesn't want her on the phone. So she gets off. Or when he walks in the room, she gets off the phone because that first 15 minutes, that's their time. You've had all day to talk. And I actually love that rule because guess what? That's honoring your spouse. That's giving them the time and attention that they need. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing, but in that situation where it seems suspicious, that's when you ask questions. Don't assume, get right to it. Because if you don't, then you're going to be mad. You're going to think about things that probably didn't happen, but in your mind they happened. And it's going to cause a whole bunch of friction. So ask questions. Don't assume. Baby, what's that? Who's that? Like, you good? Why you get off? So, anything. Ask them in your own tone, but don't come in a aggressive or, like accusatory mentality.
But are we setting ourselves up? Bro, Banks, help me out.
She's so pretty.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm 54, so I don't have the bandwidth or the capacity to be concerned about who's talking to who. I when I have phone conversations, my phone comes to my car. If she's sitting there, we listening through the speaker. I don't need to say, hey, my wife is, here and, this. I just have a conversation.
Say hi.
I'm just that open. But what I can say is
hi.
I do leave the room sometimes when I have conversations because they either watching TV or I don't want to be loud talking, while we in a room. So everything is not a suspicious act or a suspicious move. If you know your partner, you're in tune to who they are, and you can know when something is a little off. If you're really in tune to your relationship, and then in those cases, like Dr. Marie say, ask.
Absolutely.
That's the big
Because,
thing. That's the big thing to me. Ask the question, okay? But you don't want to sound like you jealous or accusatory, I guess. You can't come up and say, well, who done on the phone? Don't ask.
Why not?
I would never ask who was that on the phone.
Well, why not?
Because that's kind of accusatory to me right off the bat. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, they say if you go looking for something, you'll find it.
You sure will. Point? You sure will. And you know what?
I don't think nobody ever look for something just for looking for something.
My whole thing is. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, you're looking for something because you want to know and understand what's going on in your relationship. Absolutely. And so you shouldn't have to hide or feel some kind of way about, asking. Now, you can be obsessive, you know your own securities, but when your spouse or your significant other is acting different.
Okay, and I get that. Hold on real quick, Mo. I'm gonna let you get your thought. Lisa Jones Banks, thank you for watching. She says, my mama used to say, when your spouse come in the house, get off the phone unless it's business. Here's my thought on. Well, go ahead, Mo, with your thought, and I'll say mine later.
No, I was just for to back up exactly what Andy's saying.
Okay, well,
everything saying. If you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. And 8 times out of 10, just like Maria said, she said, ask. Just ask. Who was that? They'll tell you right off the bat unless they're trying to hide something.
Absolutely.
But I really don't. To Brother Banks' point, man, you go looking for something, you're gonna find it, all right. But I really don't. I guess that I'm built kind of different. I don't really care if it comes out; it's gonna come out, all right.
And that's the other thing too. That's true.
You can't. It's not gonna hide forever. If it's gonna come out, if you're doing something, it's gonna come out. What's done in the dark does come to the light.
Absolutely.
So I'm not.
You can turn the light on too.
Click them.
Turn the lights on.
Tasha with me. I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, say what you got to tell. Have that conversation. All right. You're not gonna be on the phone 8 hours. So. When I think it's kind of, for me, I don't want to disrespect the fact that you were already on the phone. Don't stop because I walked in the door, and I agree with everybody that's talking because this is your life, okay? But like Tasha said, the light is always on in my house.
Love that. Keep 100 all the time.
I'm not concerned about the phone thing. Because again, it's gonna. If you're doing something, it will come out. All right, you'll start acting.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing. My partner's conversation definitely not come before my wife's conversation. So if I'm on the phone and my wife come home, I tell them, hey man, my girl just walked in the door. I'll holler at you later. Hang up the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Now I will say this: there's phone etiquette.
Okay.
That you should practice in your relationship. If you're going out on a date, only time I have really picked up my phone if I'm out on a date is when my mother was alive and I was taking care of her. Okay. That's it. Otherwise, my phone is down and I'm in tune to our timeout.
I got in trouble for that.
But we actually had conversations before we got serious in our relationship that whoever you was friends with before I came into your life, continue to have those friendships the same way you had them before I got there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't have time to be trying to run behind you. I'm too old to be running, first of all. I hung up my track shoes a long time ago.
And
so communicate.
Well, I got in trouble for just that, but I was running a business then. So, and I got in trouble for answering the phone after hours. I got a lot of trouble. When we first started the business that I'm in now, my phone used to ring all the way up to 10 o'clock at night. And she got tired of it. We out having dinner and my phone ringing. I'm on the phone, 60, 50, 60 times. She took my phone. So you're not gonna have this while this is my time.
It'd have been
Hey.
apartheid up in that joint. I'd have cut them hands off, leave my phone alone.
Hey.
No.
Hey, I was up there like this right here, trying to eat.
I'd have been a nun with a ruler.
I take care of the business during business time. You know what I mean? But I mean, our relationship was based on a whole lot of trust. So I mean, I don't expect it, but you know, you got some people out here doing some crazy stuff. They with folks for whatever reason, you know, for money, you know, sex, all the wrong reasons usually, and all that's gonna come to light sooner or later, you know.
Absolutely.
As time passes by, those things definitely change. And but we gotta understand, we gotta be grown folk about this, please. This is a relationship, you know, just be grown. Quit playing, you know, like it's a grade school or, you know, middle school or something. Be an adult about the relationship.
But Mo, you got mothers that are 25 and 26 and grandmothers that are 37 and 40. Okay, ain't no grown up in there nowhere. All right, period. That's just they friends, you know. But the young, that's another show.
I was gonna say that's a different type of conversation, but it all depends. You know, some people were raised differently, and there are some people that just set boundaries up front. So I think, you know, there are things that the younger generation does that is totally different from, you know, if you're over 40. But at the same time, it's, you know, how were they raised? What were they looking at? You know, what role models did they have? So I think their views are very different from ours.
Yeah, but Dr. Marie, would you agree with me when I say this, that if you have, no matter what generation you come from, if you have great examples, you usually follow those great examples.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I mean. If you had a good example, a good role model, then absolutely these are things that common courtesies are what you know. And again, if you choose, you're going to choose to follow them because it's how you were raised. But when you don't have that example, there are some who still, you know, just they're respectful. And they respect themselves and also their relationship. But, you know, there are some that absolutely don't because they weren't taught that or they just don't care. So, you know, who am I to judge? That's you. That's your business. As long as, you know, I don't have to deal with that, then I'm fine.
That's what I'm talking about. Them 36-year-old grandmas. I mean, what you can't really give a great example. I mean, you probably could. You're right, Dr. Marie. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, I have grandkids. I'm a young grandmother, but at the end of the day, I have one son, you know, and that taught me a lifelong lesson. That's why I have one. However, he opens doors for women. His girls, they know not to touch a door. You know, it's conversation. He's all in their education, looking at their homework, going online, talking to the teachers. He does all of these things, and it's because that's what, you know, his father and I taught him. So he's following the same line. So again, it's just, I believe what Mo said, it's how you were raised. If you set examples and set boundaries up front, then that's what they follow. But if there are not people in their lives who set good examples, then they may or may not have it. It's a hit or miss, but that does not mean that they cannot be taught, because life lessons make you grow up real quick.
That's right.
So
level expectation has a lot to say.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all ought to call this Melanin and Magic, man. Y'all got some some tricks out there, boy, that can work. I learn that's why I ask you guys to come back every week, because I learn a lot from you guys. You know, you guys are probably going to be one of you guys. Bud Banks, you might be officiating my wedding, man. I don't know. It's
Bud Banks, don't hold your breath. Well,
anything is possible when you set your mind to it.
I'm gonna settle down one day, okay? Here's something else. Tasha, can I get on, please? Tasha, I sent you a link. Go to your inbox messenger. I sent you a link. You can come in. All right. We are here with our friends, Brother Banks, I call him, Dr. Marie, I call her. They're from they have a magazine. I think it's a magazine called Melanin and Marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they give such great relationship advice, okay? And when I say relationship advice, I mean, of course, it's Melanin Marriage, but it talks about a whole lot of stuff, okay? Not just that. It's just how to live a great life with someone, with people, you know? And I think it's something that's very much needed, especially in the times that we're living in right now. You guys are doing such a great job, and please don't stop, all right? Please don't stop coming here either. I'm going to ask y'all every week.
We're back.
I'll be here.
Don't tell, yeah. When y'all tell me no, I'm gonna be like, dang, what did I do? I almost said damn, but I didn't. I just said it. Dog. Fighting myself. Okay, let's go on to another question. All right. So, and this is about family members. Okay. Family members. So you got a family member that gives unsolicited advice. Let's take a step further. He gives unsolicited advice, and they take sides. Okay, so is that healthy involvement, or is it too many hands in the pot?
I'm going to
none your damn business.
When you decide to get married, there is a 3-core relationship: you, your spouse, and God Himself. You have to keep your family out of your business, and here is why I say that. Unless you have a family where they are bystanders, they don't come in and put their 2 cents in. And here's why I say that. Because when you have an issue with your spouse or your whatever, guess what? You guys fight, you call mama, sister, cousin, brother, whomever it is, they're off the rip, they're upset. That ninja this, or that chick this. They're vying for you, right? But guess what? You forgive your spouse, your mate, your partner. They don't. So they're still going to have that animosity, not because that other individual harmed them, because they harmed one of their loved ones. So that's one reason you keep people out of your relationship. Your relationship is not a project. It's your relationship. You can't play those games. So you have to set the tone early, and you have to set that tone not only with your spouse, but also with your family. This is my relationship. If I come to you, I may be hurt, I may be in pain, but guess what? If you can't mind your business, then I probably shouldn't talk to you. Now, if you're asking for advice, that's different. But like you said, unsolicited, don't give it to me because I didn't ask for it. But at the same time, you don't have to listen. So, you have to pick and choose your battles. But I tell my spouse like this: I don't need anyone in the street coming to tell me anything about you. I should already know. When you sign that dotted line, or when you lay down with me every night, we got soul ties up and through this place. I don't need anyone to tell me about what you and I are doing. That's for you and I. Everybody else mind their business.
Hey, Marquita, Brad, thanks for watching. She says depends on the family member.
Absolutely.
Which family member? I gotta find out, Marquita, which family member you talking about, because I don't know any of them need to be up in my business for real. So which one? Is it your brother, your mother, father don't need to be up in my business, okay? Unless I ask.
I didn't even say something else.
Bro Banks. Bro Banks.
I'm gonna have to go against y'all on this one. Because I talk to my siblings regularly, almost daily. I also have a cousin that's almost like a sibling to me, that we really talk about a lot of serious relationship issues and things of that nature. Because here's the thing, you can't tell
let me cut you real quick, because but you already have that
dynamic.
Yeah,
and what he said was unsolicited. You're answering a question, but it's twofold. What he said was unsolicited advice. You don't want people giving you advice that you didn't ask for, and you can't everybody in your business. So I hear what you're saying, because yes, we do have those that will give us advice, and they can keep it, to themselves and not, be all rah-rah when it's time to see your spouse. But he said unsolicited.
So you got your boys.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's cool to talk to them if they know their place and they stay in their lane. But when you give unsolicited advice about my spouse, that's a problem. But at the same time, it's a problem when you're talking about my mother, sister, cousin, brother, because you can't talk about them. I can, but you can't. So it's different when you're giving something that's unsolicited. If I didn't ask you, mind your business.
Nah.
All right, go ahead with your
Yeah,
thoughts.
again, I'm gonna push back on that because I am the unsolicitor. I'm gonna make that word today.
Okay.
I am that person. I am that guy. I'm the observer of the family. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I see where
I
certain
already know what you
situations.
do too, Pearl Banks.
Right. That's different.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, they listen.
Yeah.
But I will say I do step in when I see something going in a direction that's not safe. And I think to be quite frank, I think God places people in our path for certain reasons as that. You know, just because we come together as husband and wife doesn't mean that my purpose wasn't to provide some type of unsolicited advice to her nephew, for example, or to my nephew. You know, so I mean, for her to come in, and because I just allow each one of us to be used in the way that God sees intended for us to be used. And
Right.
so why should I hold a stop sign to that?
I mean, I get it because, you know, I have nieces and nephews that, you know, that they come and ask me questions about, you know, marriage and give me scenarios. And I know exactly what it is. It's something that they came across in their relationship and they need an answer. I get that, you know, I get that all the time. And even, you know, even my surrogate children, you know what I mean? I get that all the time. But unsolicited, I just don't walk up and say, hey, you better watch that girl, boy. Something wrong with her.
And you may not want to hear what I gotta say, okay? Because I'm not going to be on your side. Go ahead, Tasha.
Hey, Greg. Hey, listen. Here's my thing. It's all good. My thing is this: mind your business. Mind your motherfucking business when it comes to mind your business. Stop trying to be with these women. Mind your business.
No, I get it. I get it. That's what I say. You know, I don't want you.
No, you don't get it. Mind your business because women.
You're going in and out, Tasha. You're going in and out.
Okay, let me go around my house. Now you know I don't say much, but I'm gonna say this right now. Mind your business. Period. Because it's always a problem when men want to be with women and with. My thing is this: let's all be together. But when it comes to these goddamn kids and these relationships with these women and men love men. Women need to know their place.
And you got to repeat that because you know when you put an emphasis on men, and I want to know what that men situation was.
Your place. See, I'm a whole grown ass woman. I love a man, and women don't understand. Know your place with these men.
Okay, know your place.
Okay, so
no, that's a problem for you.
No. That's I agree. You know, the women know your place part. I think we all define ourselves as we get older. Okay,
No. It's not when you get older. I've been married all my young life. My husband will suck all my years out. Okay, suck them whole out.
Woo!
Hey, Greg, you know.
I know.
Who I am.
I know. Tasha and I used to be neighbors a long time.
Hold on. Why do we have to keep having a conversation about why women and men have a conversation? Why do we have to have this conversation about men and women? Why the fuck do we have that? Why?
Because it's not necessarily. Go ahead.
Men, it's not even about men and women. It's about friends.
Relationships.
I have a relationship with some shoes in my closet I don't even like. My thing is this. women, that's my man, that's my woman. Listen, go to glory, that's all you got.
We missing some of your key points, Tasha, because you're going in and out.
My key point is this: you're gonna love each other, and you're not gonna like each other. You're not gonna like, because I can't stand my husband every time I see him. 85% of the time, I've been married for goddamn 137 years, and the only time that we don't like each other when the goddamn grandkids come around. I can't stand them little motherfuckers. But then also, Greg, I'm gonna share this with you guys. So, my husband was fighting about some shit the other day. He was like, you know what? We got these grandkids in the house. I was like, well, nigga, you need to leave. He was like, no, I'm not gonna leave because you got some grandkids in here in our home. I said, you know what? You need to leave. He said, you know what? You need to leave too. And then, and I said, well, then go. He said, well, then, bitch, you go too.
See, this is when these are the situations that you provide unsolicited advice.
What you say, bro? Unsolicited your butt off.
When I tell you about these, see, women love to get mad at men. They get mad at men because he doesn't respect me. He don't talk to me. Well, maybe you talk too much. Maybe you talk too goddamn much.
Go ahead. You know what? Yes.
You talk too fucking much. I'm sorry with my expletives.
Yeah.
You talk too much, and then I don't want to sit next to him and be cuddled. Maybe he don't want to be cuddled.
I know Tasha, y'all. She loves her husband. Okay, don't. She loves her husband.
I like him.
She said what she said. Don't correct her.
That's right. She said, "You don't know me, Negro."
Look. I know. I've been knowing Tasha for 50-some years. Believe me. I know what hole I'm digging myself in. Okay, believe me. Trust me. I know.
It's not really even that. When I argue with my spouse, when I argue with him, I'm like, you know what, nigga, get the fuck off of my goddamn brain with that bullshit. He's like, all right.
Both of them in a row, y'all.
Listen, I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time for it. And when I get on this podcast with my boo Gregory, he ain't Greg to me, he's Gregory. Okay. And when it comes to being married, how many people in this podcast here, Greg, I'm going there, who's married here?
Everybody but me.
Who's happily?
All of them but me.
Yeah, all of us married but Greg.
Married.
How about you, married baby? See, how I'm gonna talk to her.
You said you don't want to talk to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. So married 8, but together for 17.
So being married, being together is better.
Let me interject for a moment. We're gonna
you can't interject.
Well, no, I want to let everybody know that we're gonna go over a little bit tonight, okay? Because this is getting kind of good, okay? Now go ahead, Tasha.
So am I on podcast now?
Worldwide.
So can we go somewhere else? Because I want to talk to her. Because I want her to know, girl, you better do something else.
Right.
Now, see, this is the part that we're talking about unsolicited advice, just to get back on that.
Absolutely. I would love to do that.
Yes.
Well, I'll stay on after so you can speak with me if you want.
I do.
I'm over here sweating like a hooker in church right now. All right?
I tell you what, you can also subscribe to the Melanin Marriage magazine and click on her link inside the magazine.
Hold on.
You
Is,
can
is
reach her
that
that
your
way.
wife? Hold on. Is that your wife?
No.
We're partners. We both write in the magazine.
Hold on. That's who he was talking to. He was talking to you. To me, you.
They both write in the magazine. The magazine's called Melanin Marriage. Check it out, Tasha. Let me read some of these real quick, Tasha. Okay. Marquita
Okay.
Bryant, thanks for watching. She said depends on the family member. Sparkle Osborne, thank you for watching. She says absolutely 100. I can, but you can't talk about them. We were talking about your people. You could. I can talk about them, but you can't. Okay. Marquita
I'm a
also
lawyer.
says
I'm
that
a lawyer. I'm a lawyer too. So go ahead.
I already know. We appreciated the unsolicited and solicited advice from certain people because it usually came from a place of correction. Byron says, get ready for this, y'all. Okay. Byron says, relationships are A and B, so others should see themselves minding their own business. All right. Marquetta says there's a difference from advice meant to cause harm and advice that comes with love. Marquita also says, I've been married 15 years. Don't do something else. And then she also says, SS Marie Moore, I got your back. It ain't about having her back. Ain't nobody mad.
At all. But I will say, Marquita, I love your responses because I do believe that there are people who do have valuable advice, but it's not everybody. So when I say that, I totally agree with you that there are some people that you can specifically talk to that your business stays with them and they don't want to see you in a bad place, or they're not jealous of anything that you have going on. They really want to see the best for you and your spouse. But everybody doesn't have those people in their lives, and everybody's not on that type of time. So I do believe it is specific people, like you said, certain people. 100% agree with that.
Well, I'm gonna plug myself on this one because that's my niece.
Please do.
And so I am like I say, I am the unsolicitor and solicited.
Hey, like I think it was, I don't know if it was Greg or Mo said it, but it is a difference because of who you are and what you do. So naturally, you are going to be the person that everyone goes to because guess what? Well, he's a pastor, like and we feel comfortable talking to people like that. That's your calling. But it's people who are the total opposite of you that people don't want to talk to when they know that their business is not going to be their business, or they're not going to give them that information that they want, and it's going to go sideways. If I'm coming to you saying, hey, this happened, it broke my heart, I'm so upset, I don't need you telling me bump that person, let them, I don't need you to do all that. I need you to say, hey, you're gonna figure it out. Like, work with me, but don't bash someone that I'm with. Don't try to give me advice when you can't give me advice because you're not married or you haven't been in a relationship or anything like that. So it's just different people is all I'm trying to get at. Everybody cannot give me advice on my situation because everybody's not in my situation.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
a circle. And there's only 3 people that fit in that circle, if you ask me. 3 people. Now, that's the 2 people in relationship and God. So if you're giving me godly advice, absolutely. Because I don't know what he gave you to give to me. So you're perfectly fine. It's those outsiders that I personally was commenting on. I don't need you to give me advice, honey. I got 2 doctoral degrees. I got plenty of certifications. I know right from wrong, but that doesn't mean that I get to give everybody advice because I have those initials in front of me. That doesn't mean I'm always going to be positive because I'm a human being. So I'm just saying we have to be smart about our relationships. We have to pick and choose to whom.
And be proactive.
Absolutely.
You know, if I can just briefly, if I can just interject this point, because our community, I'm gonna say Black community, we thrive on keep your business into your house. We thrive on that, right? We thrive on minding your business and
we was raised everything.
But I've learned in my older age that some of those reasons was because they was doing so much wrong inside the house that they were trying to keep the shame down from on the family. And so I've learned that even a stranger on the subway will come to you with issues or traumas or things of that nature, and you find yourself in conversations that you're not normally doing. Because again, your help is going to come from unlikely sources. So don't block it.
Absolutely, man. That's oh, look, Sparkle says it's crazy. The one that's ready to give all the advice is the one whose marriage is a wreck.
It's true. It happens.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that is an example of what not to do. So I mean, you got to learn something from it. You can take something from everything.
Absolutely. And I want to just add, I totally agree about our community, being told not to say this, keep your business your business. To me, that's different. And I'll say this, I have a nonprofit that's called Mental Health Me. And the reason I started that is because of that very reason. We are taught to hide things, to not tell, to not express ourselves. And that's why we're going postal and on the internet being crazy, or we're out here doing things we don't need to do. But that's different from a relationship. That is your mental well-being, your emotional state. That's your mindset. That's what I'm referring to. When it becomes a relationship, and we're specifically talking about relationships, sometimes you do have to keep your mouth shut, because everyone does not have your best interest at heart. So I think it's two totally separate things. And I just want to put that out there, because I'm totally an advocate for speaking up. I wouldn't have started my organization if I didn't believe that. But at the same time, I'm also a counselor, and this is what I say. Your business, unless it is a professional, you shouldn't share your business with everyone, because everyone's not going to give you professional advice. Everybody's not going to let bygones be bygones. They're going to continually have your name and your relationship in their mouth, spreading it to who knows who, or trying to give you advice that will wreck your marriage. So you just have to be very specific and particular about who you want to share your truth with.
And everybody's not going to listen properly either, okay?
At all.
And everything is not going to stick to everybody, so I don't know, Tasha, Brother Banks, Dr. Marie, we got to get out of here, okay? But I'm gonna give you each an opportunity to say something. And Tasha, if you guys want to stay on afterwards, you can stay on afterwards and have a conversation, okay? But Tasha, you want to say something real quick?
I love you guys. I mean, I do. I love you guys. And my thing is, we got to be well. We have to be well with each other. I have twins downstairs that are crying right now. I don't like kids. So I'm going to make y'all go.
Thank you, Tasha.
Love you guys.
Brother Banks.
I just want to say, as always, thank you for having me. It is an honor and a privilege to be.
That's our blessing, bro, for real.
and to be on y'all platform, man, it really is a great opportunity. I'll just this, in relationships, we have the opportunity to create great platforms. And so I'll just say this: communicate at all times, because every day we wake up, we're a different person. And so with that being said, you think differently, you want differently, you expect differently. And so communicate that to your partner so they don't have to try to figure it out.
Yeah. Dr. Marie.
All right, I'm going to close with this. Every relationship has its own blueprint, and it's uniquely shaped by those two people who are in that relationship. And the goal is to be aligned, to be intentional, and have a true connection. And how you do that is through communication. So if you want a successful relationship, stick with what's inside of your home, the person who's in your relationship, and don't always seek for everyone's input when you can calmly speak to the person that is in this with you, fighting in this relationship with you.
Yes, good advice. Mo.
Man, like Greg said, the pleasure's ours. It's cool to have y'all,
hey, Greg,
with us on a relationship show. And
hey,
and
Greg.
Hold on, yeah, Tasha. There you go, right there.
Here's my husband.
There he is, right there. I told you.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all be?
What's going on, brother?
It was a good podcast.
That's cool. Right now I'm getting
That's
ready for
happiness
work.
right there. That's love right there. I love that. That's love.
Yes, like excellence. Love it.
Let's go. I met him before, Tasha. Go ahead, Mo.
Man, I lost my train of thought.
Why? You 67 years old? You're old? What's up, man? What?
Yeah. That, I mean, again, I said earlier about, growing up and being adults about your relationship. I really mean that. And the reason why, because we carry a bunch of that, immatureness into our relationships. And that makes it difficult. In other words, don't nobody want to grow up. Everybody want to be 23 or 25 forever. And you can't act like that and expect to be a grown person in a relationship. You know what I mean? And when I say being 25 forever, I mean acting silly, because you got some folks that look good for their age, really good. And they can pass for 25 forever. I mean, you got some folks that look good. I'm talking about acting like they don't know the difference between right and wrong. They don't have a care in the world, don't have no children, don't have no, just irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of stuff that kills, these relationships out here, man. I mean, like I said, I've been blessed. I enjoy all of my 11 grandbabies, one great. I enjoy my family. I believe that children are a blessing.
Absolutely.
And, folk don't understand that if a woman has your children, Negroes, that's a boy. That's my dad taught me. When women have your kids, boy, that is the highest honor in the world. That is the highest honor in the world. Treat it like that. Treat her like that.
Absolutely.
Queen she is.
Always, man. You know what? The Bible says that foolishness is tied up in the heart of a boy. We as men need to grow up. Women are much more advanced than we are. They feel quicker than we do. They love quicker than we do. And I'm speaking in general. I'm not saying that's always the case, but we have to, in these relationships, and again, I'm not an expert on relationships. I would, oh Lord, have mercy, I ain't a relationship expert.
Well, the first time I'm in the majority.
Look at you. But I can only speak on what I know, and I know that some of the actions that I've done are not conducive to a happy relationship. I can tell you that. I've never hit anybody. I'm a guy that opens doors, pays for everything. You cannot touch a car handle, the door handle on my car. I have to open the door. I have to do all of that stuff. Okay. But the thing is, my understanding of what a relationship is supposed to be, the man, the woman, the companionship. I learned a lot from you guys, from Melanin and Marriage, and I appreciate you guys coming on. So I have to ask the question every week, Mo, like I do at the end of every show. Y'all gonna be back next week?
Absolutely.
I'll be here, bro.
Fall through. This is this is so inspirational, guys, and we appreciate you guys coming on each and every week to help us out with these relationship issues. Okay, Mondays it is. Okay, Tuesday is a special day today because scheduling issues and this and that. But Monday, tune in. We got Brother Banks, we got Dr. Marie, we got Miss Pat. She said she's gonna be there Monday, but you should have been here today. All right, you know what?
The Lord called. No, wait a minute now. Come on, Greg. The Lord was calling. She leads Bible study now.
That's right.
We can't compete with the Lord.
I can't compete. I cannot compete. My bad, Miss Pat. My bad.
Look,
My bad.
Look out, Reverend Pat, sneaking and listening.
She said she's sneaking and listening while in Bible study. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. I know. We are a good. We're the best show ever, but
yeah,
God comes first. And I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night with this deep voice saying, Greg. No, Gregory.
Right. He's gonna say your full legal.
Say my full name, it's over. I know I'm done. I'll be like, God, take me there.
You on the list.
Man. But anyway, man, thank you guys for coming and sharing your wisdom. I hope you guys have one question, real quick, okay? What are you thankful for?
Every day that I open my eyes, I'm thankful for that. Every day that I open my eyes, my family, Everything, any and everything is a blessing for me these days.
Okay, bro, Banks.
I'm definitely gonna echo that. You know, back in 2021, I had COVID, and every day I am blessed to be 6 feet up, and I'm blessed to be married. I'm gonna say that real loud.
In
your melanin. In your melanin.
Yes.
Yes. That's where that melanin and marriage come from, Mo. I know you just thankful for everything.
Dude, you already see it on my face. I already told you. And 10 and 11, you know. And that was just 2 of them, grandbabies. And my wife, of course, my wife. And like I said earlier, you cannot get no higher honor than a woman having your children. Can't get no higher honor than a woman having your children. You just can't.
Mo trying to get that extra lasagna tonight. That's what he trying to do, boy.
That's already the Nate, bro.
And Lisa said, say it loud. Like you didn't say it loud enough. Say it again. Say it again.
There's no higher honor.
That's right.
Man, I have been in this business.
And a woman having your children, Negro.
I did a successful music video show for 12 years. And then I have a successful clothing line. I got a successful son. I got a successful podcast, man, and I got successful friends that feed into me. I'm thankful for all of you guys for everything that God has given me. All right, Thanksgiving is this Thursday. All right, let's not wait until one day to just show our thanks. Okay, we got to show thanks every single day. Period. And I'm real adamant about that because a lot of people are leaving here left and right. All right, and they're not getting their flowers that they deserve. Let's love everybody. Let's thank everybody for who we are, and let's be thankful to God because we don't have to be doing this right now either. Period. Okay, I've been blessed, y'all, for real. Y'all don't let me tell my story. The movie coming out soon. Anyway, thank you guys for coming on the show, hanging out with us. All right, we're gonna see you guys again Monday. Mo, I don't think we're doing any more shows this week, man. We're gonna rest the rest of the week.
That's cool. I'm resting. We
cool
had
like
a break.
that, Ray. I might put a rerun on you. I might put one of these reruns. I don't know.
We ain't had a break since COVID.
No. Don't believe him, y'all. I am not a workhorse like that. I don't do that. Okay. He might have had a break. I don't get a break, okay, because I love what I'm doing, talking to people and hanging out with you guys. And I know you guys probably got something to do. We've been on here 16 extra minutes, all right? But y'all hanging out, all right? It's cool. I appreciate it. Okay. The check is in the mail, all right? This Dope Living TV live, man. We'll see you guys when they come back on Monday. All right. We'll see you guys. All right. Have a great holiday, people.
All right, now. Happy holiday.